Whoa! After coach getting fired, after offensive coordinator moved to a different spot, I was like, after getting Davante Adams, I'm like, after signing Hassan Reddick, are we finally looking at a team? It took this long in order for y'all to get things going, but y'all finally decided to come together and do this thing. You know what? You know what? From now on, this is how you drive. This is how you shoot. This is how you do y'all stuff.
Now that's how you supposed to drive. From now on, that's how you drive.
Like, everything was actually working today. I was like, from the connections to the receiver, Mike Williams just wasn't being Mike Williams how he was the couple weeks. I was like, Garrett Wilson putting on a show with all his different types of catches. You know, the one-hander. Which, by the way, I was like, look, they're going to have to change this, because after Pickens and then this week, I think they need to change that. If that one single foot can double tap, that should be a touchdown. That should be a touchdown, because that also requires the skill of getting your foot down as well. Because I was like, they wouldn't have had to go to the review if they would have been able to count his first foot, then the second foot, then the shin. Which, kind of like, to be honest, I think the shin is sort of a flimsy-ass one, to be honest. Like, your shin is connected to your knee bone. It ain't the same thing when a knee drops or elbow drops where that point can hit the ground or whatever or whatnot. Like, to me, I was like, that's because that shin have it. Anyway, I'm just like, the whole shit. Either way, Jets finally put it together. I was like, Davante Adam finally got there with that connection on a couple of them, where you just do it with like a handshake signal, off to the races. Good job from them. I was like, Hassan Reddick, I think it's exactly what this team needed, because he is him being like that type of a pass rusher makes all those regular pass rushers even more dominant. You know, with him and Quentin Williams, now that everybody else can sort of fill in the role, because not everybody can be a superstar. I was like, it helps out with blitzes, because now some of those people that had to go one-on-one can't go one-on-one anymore. They was eating Stroud's ass up. They was just coming to him constantly, to the point where it's just like, to be honest, it was weird. He was so hurt, but then he did like the wide receiver play, and I was like, I don't know how he's over here mustering up there. Which that was a pass interference. He should have been able to get flagged for that one. But Mixon could have thrown it better, and I think he would have had him, because he beat Reed on the pass. Yeah, I was like, Breece Hall's getting, I was like, and that's the thing that like nobody seemed to understand. I was like, I mean, they said that, oh yeah, it might help a bit, but I was like, if I got to put all these people out here for wide receiver, even though y'all aren't passing at a high level, guess what? That's going to open up the box. But also, you can tell the difference between like Breece Hall and Allen, of the fact that, you know, the vet versus the rookie, because Breece always finds the hole and finds a way to get extra yards, where it's like, yes, Allen's a power back, so you don't really expect him to do all that, but it just really just sort of into dust or whatever. But yes, no, I was like, you know, not having Lazar or nothing like that, you know, not that mattered. I think that would have mattered, but they did get Adams back. But Adams was gone for a good chunk of time. That's when Garrett Wilson seemed to come alive in a lot of the instances. That was sort of weird. Like, they was like, we had to go back to basics or whatever. But their play calling has been there and stuff like that. Now, and I was like, and if their defense can play like this, I was like, some of their DBs started to come back, how they've been also hurt back there or whatnot. But now it's all about running the table. Can they run the table, make it to the playoffs? Can they make it to the playoffs? I still think they really can get to the playoffs, because I was like, at this point, you're fighting really the Chargers, the Steelers, the Bengals. That's really the only team. I was like, that's really the only team I feel like you're fighting right now. We'll see what the Colts can do, but after that, everybody else is poo-poo-doo-doo water. So, no. But anyway, I enjoyed seeing the Jets finally win, because I want them to win, because I was like, it's not fun it's almost like the Cowboys. It's like, yeah, it's fun to make fun of them, but that's only also if there's some type of balance of winning and losing. If you're just losing, then it's not really that fun. it's really just like I don't even really want to talk about y'all, which is why I'm not, because I was like, what's the more to say about their losses other than y'all aren't doing what y'all need to do now? Hey, we might be back in it. Not saying we, but damn, you get what I'm saying. Turn that ME upside down. But yeah, they came together like like balls in the winter, and they over here doing their thing. So, well, at least for 1 week, because this can all just blow the hell up too. I will say also, Rodgers did not throw an interception, and I think that's been key because I think the last 3 weeks it's really been about him throwing interception because they've had momentum a lot of times, and he has screwed it up. He did not do that this time. I was like, the only got to be on him. His offensive line actually played not horrible. They were still bad. I mean, now granted, they at least got some injuries, so we can say that, but whoo, yeah. Stroud, Texans. I was like, Tank Dell, I was like, he the beast. He sort of looked like he was in the form from last year. They're going to have a really hard time, though, I still think, because that offensive line can't protect them just as much as the Jets can't. But they could run the hell out the ball. Joe Mixon and going to have him on his back. And they're going to get to the playoff, but I was like, win the division, but I was like, it's going to be a slogfest. I was like, Collins come back, so that should help a lot more, or whatever. Sucks Diggs is out. I really hate that. But anyway, tell me what y'all think about these New York J.E.T.S. Jets. Till then, peace. I'm out.